Good morning. This is Ricardo with the Junk Guys, and it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Got here around 5:15, and I decided to do a part series about junk removal and why junk removal businesses fail. So you're always hearing about how to make $10,000 or how to make $25,000 or how to start a junk removal service, but nobody really talks about how to make a business that fails. So this is going to be part one. Online lead scams that run you dry into a financial cash flow circle that makes you think you're making money, but ultimately you're not making any. So there's so many businesses out there such as Home Advisor, Angie's List, Yelp, and they promise you all these leads all the time. They promise to send you these leads and you're always paying them. The problem is you spend $1,000 in 2 weeks and they send you $1,100 worth of work. So they're sending you money, they're sending you jobs, and you're making money, but there's other expenses other than paying for ads. The Angie's List, Home Advisor, that Yelp doesn't realize it. For instance, there's a thing called gas. Because see, the last time I checked, your truck runs on fuel, not water and air. And there's another thing such as dumping fees, because you just can't go dump your trash illegally. You have to take it to a dump. And these are things that they neglected. They forgot to tell you about your truck breaking down. They forgot to tell you that you have to buy logoed shirts or maybe brand your truck or your trailer or whatever you're driving. Ultimately, there are other expenses than just your online leads, and these usually are scams. Now, if you ask anybody, Thumbtack, Home Advisor, Angie's List, they steal money from you. They're not here to help you out. They're here to scam you out of money, make money, and move on to the next soul. Okay, so I want to tell you, most of these junk removal services will go ahead and buy these leads. Will go ahead and buy these generation leads to your business. Lead generation is okay, but if it's done right. But lead generation, where they're charging you just to look at a job or just to bid on the job and you not actually get the job, that's a scam. Because not only are they making money off of you, they're making money off of A+, they're making money off of Jose, they're making money off of Marco. So it's so many people that they make money off of, and ultimately, nobody gets the job, because most of the time these leads are scams. These leads don't go to anything. They don't go to a job. And if it is a job, you and everybody else that were in on this job drove the price down. You drove the price down, but drove the lead up. Online scams for leads. That is one of the biggest reasons your junk removal service will fail. You know, most of the time when you go do these jobs, what happens is you go and, I was talking to somebody. This is an example. I was talking to somebody out of Boston, and he said he spent $3,000 this past month in jobs. $3,000, but he only got back $6,500. So almost 50% of his revenue went to these expenses called leads. But then there's other things, because he still got to make payments on his truck. He still had to pay for fuel. He still had to pay for dump fees, insurance, employees, his expenses, personal and business, so much more that by the time he was done paying them, he had zero money in the bank. As a matter of fact, he told me, how can I get out of this rut? And I told him, go do the jobs yourself and do organic leads. Scams, online lead scams can virtually end your business. And that's why your junk removal service will fail. Part one.